I like it here. We should have moved to Dawnstar ages ago.
You like the cold? Is that so? You have something for me, Babette?
Have you ever heard of Vermina's torpor?
Yes, the experience wasn't pleasant. How'd you manage to get a hold of some?
That's right. I heard what you and Casimir did in Nightcaller. Well, we found a lost little priest. It's amazing what we vampires can convince people to do if we ask nicely.
Is someone trying to enter the room? Oh, hi.
I like it here. We should have moved to Dawnstar ages ago.
I thought he was coming to talk to us. No, he just wants me to... Well, he wants to watch me drink the torpor. Oh, God. Oh, no. Hello?
Arquin, you're here at last. Belisarius and I have been so confused. Where are we?
What? What is your last memory?
Well, we both remember killing the traitor Chance, then entering the Night Mother's crypt, and then blackness.
Oh, dear brother, he was no traitor. It was Matthew Bellamont who betrayed us. We were manipulated into killing our own, just as Lucian's silencer was.
What? Arquin, what are you saying?
We were blind, desperate to end the strife, happy to find someone to blame. We couldn't see. We killed an innocent man, loyal until his last breath.
If the traitor was Bellamont, then both Lachance and the family at Cheydinhall were innocent, which means that we have broken... Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
Cousin...
Nephew.
Stand, my children. Allow me to introduce... Well, he doesn't really have a name anymore. For 2,000 years, he has been a powerful necromancer. One with a specialty that will become very relevant to us.
Don't look at me. Mother's talking.
While his flesh has long since decayed, his mind and his soul are powerful beyond measure. Over the years, the Brotherhood has procured him countless scores of victims. He owes us many favors.
Mother, may I ask what you are doing with our family members?
Your family members are right here, child. The Brotherhood is your true family. But it is a fair question. The three of you attacked and killed Lucian Lachance, and you murdered my children at Cheydinhall. These things make a mother grieve. You must face punishment.
The wrath of Sippis?
Of course, but not in the traditional sense.
Lachance was as guilty as we are for Cheydinhall.
In the 8 years since you murdered him like a pig, he has paid his debt 1,000 times over. This is not about the chance. Now, to answer your question, your family members are here because they will become vessels for your souls. How did our friend explain it? Only blood can renew blood.
Oh, God.
What is expected of us, Mother?
The Brotherhood is falling apart. Across Tamriel, sanctuaries have less active members with each passing year. I have always feared that my family would end this way, quietly, with not a soul in Tamriel remembering who we were. But there is hope. Within Lachance, there was a passion for the Brotherhood of the likes that I have not seen in hundreds of years. If we can ignite that passion in someone else, we can save the Brotherhood.
How can we ignite that passion without Lachance, dear mother?
20 years before his death, Lachance had a child, a boy. On one of his contracts, before his promotion to Speaker, Lachance was sloppy. Neither I nor our dread father knew of this at the time. But Sithis has told me of the child. We must find this child and inform him of his destiny. It will be through the blood of the chance that we will save our family. Speaker Arquin, Speaker Arius, and Speaker Alor, you have violated one of the 5 sacred tenets of the Dark Brotherhood. You are hereby stripped of rank, and you will find the child of Lucien Lachance in Tamriel. Only once you have the child will you know the peace of the void. Go with our dread father, children.
Yes,
Yes, Mother.
Where are we going to search? The Chance has journeyed all over Tamriel.
This is an impossible task. How will the 3 of us search an entire continent?
We'll each take 3 provinces. I'll take Morrowind, Cyrodiil, and Blackmarsh. Arquin, High Rock, Hammerfell, and Skyrim. Belisarius, the remaining 3.
Oh, no. I thought they were about to make out. I got really confused. It looked like they were about to make out. 10th of Sun's Dawn. 4th Era, Year 38. After having spent 15 years in both High Rock and Hammerfell, I can only attest that Lucien never spent any significant time in either province. However, as the years have gone on, I can remember Lachance reminiscing over Skyrim, as if that snowy waste had been special to him. If you are reading this, then it means that I have made progress in locating Lachance's lost child, who would now be in his late 50s. However, I can no longer trust anyone, nor can I trust to leave this note here without some safeguard. At the time of this writing, there are 4 sanctuaries in Skyrim: Markarth, Dawnstar, Winterhold, and Falkreath. Markarth and Winterhold have been completely abandoned, and Dawnstar is showing signs of loss. With each passing day, I begin to fear that the Night Mother was right, and that our family is becoming nothing more than a tainted memory. Look for clues of my whereabouts in the abandoned sanctuaries. Do I just leave the area? Does the torpor wear off? Oh! Hey, alright. Winterhold Sanctuary, let's go. That's easy enough, I'll take it. I've had very little music playing so far in this mod. I don't know if that has anything to do with the mod or what, but there are so many times where there's just no background noise. It's just eerie silence. Which I guess is fitting, but... Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Hello? I'll tell you who's welcome where. I am the listener. Who do you think you are? And what a dreary sanctuary. Ice and a couple banners. This is... Well, I just wouldn't want to live here. If I had to abandon a sanctuary, this is the first sanctuary I would personally abandon. It's like, oh yeah, the place made out of ice? Well, it's also just fallen into disrepair to some degree. That snow wasn't always there. Search for clues, they said. Wait, this object is in use by someone else. Who's using the upside-down bed? Oh, that one I can sleep in. That's nice. High above the rocks and beneath the docks, under an arch I wait. Oh, that's easy. That's Solitude. It has to be, right? Arch, rocks, docks? Yeah, no, that's... That one I got. Oh, man, anytime I get a clue, anytime I can figure out something like that, I'm happy. Especially that quickly. Ooh, here we go. Winterhold Sanctuary discovered. Not the easiest one to get to. Like, walking from Winterhold to here would be a bit of a pain in the ass. So let's see where the Markarth Sanctuary is then. I'm guessing the best way to get to it is probably from the stables. Uh-oh, courier. Hello? What's up?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
A proposition added. I will say, this mod keeps you busy. There is no dull moment in this mod so far. Dearest listener, our dear Astrid has met with a terrible fate, hasn't she? When I first heard of the unfortunate news, I was rather upset. Astrid and I had a very lucrative business relationship, you see. We called the system dead drops. To put it simply, you go to my specified location, you kill the target, you travel to the next location which I have specified in the instructions, you collect your payment. You start your next contract. Repeat until my work is completed. Clean and simple. Why conduct business this way? I suppose you are owed at least that much information. You see, I am a very high-ranking official, and I prefer to do my less than savory business through back channels such as this. I cannot afford to be found out by attempting the Black Sacrament. I trust that you are satisfied with this arrangement and that you will not disappoint me. Truly yours, The Herald. Oh my, alright. Let's check the sanctuaries first. Let's get our clues. Let's figure that out. And then we can figure out, or not figure out, but then we can do the dead drops.
Nope. Sorry. Nothing.
Also, I was not expecting the sanctuary to be inside the city walls itself. That's pretty bold. I respect that, though. But realistically, who's going to come into the Warrens and say, oh yeah, no, this is absolutely where they'd be hiding now. I mean, it's where I would hide, but the guards don't want to check in here. Is it just me, or is this door a little bit bigger?
What is the greatest sadness?
Running out of cheese. Oh. Well, I mean, I'm gonna go with the one that's not a question. Life, my brother.
Welcome home.
I know it's the Dark Brotherhood, but that's a little dark. What's the greatest sadness? Oh, life. It's like, hey, I still want to live. Man, maybe I need to pump up the difficulty. I'm just one-shotting everything. Hello? Ghost, are you friendly? No, he's not friendly. I was hoping, you know? I was really, really hoping. Yeah, we're gonna bump up the difficulty one. Either I'm still gonna one-shot everyone, or I'm just going to get murdered instantly. There's never any in-between, I find. Alright, I had a feeling that door wasn't gonna be destructible anyway, but I was checking, I was hoping. I always like stuff like that. Oh, hey, the 5 tenants. Ooh, and worn armor. Well, the worn armor's not better than mine. Granted, I really, really upgraded mine. But, you know. Looking for clues. Yep, still a one-hit kill. I mean, I'm not gonna put it on legendary. That's just asking for trouble. Oh, well, that man killed himself. Should I just, like, equip a stick or something? Should I just take off this sword and just punch people? Would that be more fair? Like, I feel a little bad now. Like, what damage am I doing with this sword? 124, yeah, that would do it. Fine, let's switch to Mehrunes Razor, which, yeah, is super good enchantment, but at the same time, also does way less damage. That goes back up to Markarth, so I don't want to go that way. And I know the marker's pointing me back to the exit, isn't it? Yeah, that's just pointing me back to the exit. Let me look around some more. So, this is a little creepy. One of the skeletons that was laying down before is now just standing. I don't like it. I do not like that. Can he just lay back down, please? God damn it. All the skeletons are just standing up now. I know what happened. It's because I left the cell. I went back outside to see what the marker was pointing to. The marker just points to the door. It doesn't update once you come inside. But for whatever reason, that just set the skeletons to be standing. And I don't like it at all. Just please go away. Please go back to laying down. I don't want it. Also, I've been looking for this note for way too long now. I'm a little embarrassed by this. Oh, here it is. Arkan's second clue. Near the gate to the Sea of Ghosts, in a shack forgotten by all, I wait. Now, truth be told, I did look it up. I did have to look up where the note was, just because, I mean, it was very well hidden. And I'm sure some people found it on their own. Some people looked there on their own. It just didn't catch my eye when I was walking past. But on the mod page, there were other people who couldn't find it, and they just weren't sure either. Fortunately, someone replied. They weren't the nicest about it, but they replied. I guess for me, it's because the first note was in a more obvious place. I was kind of looking for something more obvious. I was expecting it to be around the same level of difficulty in terms to find. I did try clairvoyance. Clairvoyance, the spell did not work for that.
Have to kill to get that blade.
This blade? Which blade am I using? Oh, yeah, don't mind Mehrunes Razor at all. Is that line exclusive to Mehrunes Razor? Maybe, because I don't know if I've ever heard that one before. Okay, investigate Arkan's shack outside of Solitude.
Want a cut of venison or mutton?
Well, fortunately, when you get to Solitude and when you approach the arch, you do get a map marker on your compass. Or you get a marker on your compass, so you know where exactly to find the shack. Which, I mean, yeah, just come to the Arch of Solitude, which even the, you know, even your journal says, oh yeah, go to the Arch of Solitude, make your way there, and you'll find the shack. So, you know, it points you in the right direction in case you couldn't figure out what I thought was a pretty obvious clue. If I figured it out, you know, in 2 seconds flat, it's like, okay, yeah. That's not a super tough one. That's not a brain twister. Is that even a term, brain twister? I think I just made that up. Either way, ignore me. Arquen, no! Arquen, why? He doesn't have anything on him. Oh, here we go. 22nd of last seed. 4th era, year 8. It is amazing that my journal has survived the passage of time. Nearly 200 years, and there's been no rain, no one's taken this book. It's quite incredible. I hold in my mind the proof of my strange destiny. The Night Mother herself has appeared before me, manifested her will and spirit before me not once but twice in less than a decade. The first was her very own crypt, a place which I shall not name in these pages. The second was in a secret place I was drawn to, wherein I was tasked, along with 2 others, let us call them former speakers, to find the blood heirs of our most grievous collective sin, Lucien Lechance. I was stripped of my position as a speaker, a fact I find almost more relief than punishment. After Lechance's death, being allowed to retain my robe and office as speaker seemed somehow more of a reward than a fitting end, given my hand in his death, my bloody hands. As to the listener, he has other speakers now, and I have little fear about his ability to continue without my direct involvement. The Night Mother has seen fit to give me the means to at last make reparations to her and our dread father, and to my brother Lucien. I must not fail them again. 9th of Evening Star, 4th Era, Year 15. Dragonstar has proven a fruitless journey for me. I have wandered far afield, secreting myself with wanderers, slavers, bandits, nobles, craftsmen, and soldiers, all to no avail. I have become convinced that his heir is not here. The campaign to take Orsinium has further complicated my search, but I believe I have done all that I can here. One last push, the soldiers say, and so I leave in the morning for the front. From there I will secret myself as a healer and escort the wounded back to High Rock, thus affording me additional protection and a chance to learn more about a province I have studied, but have never been to. Once I arrive, it should make my search that much clearer. 3rd of Hearthfire, 4th Era, Year 34. I thought I understood deception. I thought I'd mastered guile and art, secrecy and whispers. I was woefully mistaken. For nearly 20 years I have roamed High Rock amongst all walks of life, in all social circles, always careful, always careful. I have burned all journals but this one. I have begun to write in code. I have seen noblemen and women fall from dazzling heights reached generations ago by some cunning, long-venerated ancestor, only to become the wealthiest beggar the world will ever know, unable to even buy food or wine at the local tavern for fear of refusal due to a successful plot and rumor pitted against him. I have learned vital skills here. I can only claim that education as the reason for the length of my stay. I think perhaps that these lessons taught me not merely how to craft a proper dagger in the back conspiracy, but how to sniff one out before it takes root. This is Lucien's legacy flowering within me, I think. They need to be able to see the truth behind the action or the words presented to me. God, how long is this journal? Oh my! Oh, okay. Jesus Christ, this just keeps going. I was gonna read all of it, but this would take forever. It's still going. If there were page numbers on this, I wouldn't be surprised if this was like page 20 already. Like, it's cool, it's backstory, but most people are not going to read this. Oh, we made it. Okay, let me see what this final entry is about, which this final entry alone is several pages. I have failed. There is no other way to say it. Oh, this is 4th Era Year 103. He's old. Damn. Very old. I'm just gonna quickly scroll through this. Such innocent ears did not need to know that their newly minted hero was on contract business doing the Night Mother's bidding. When we were well and truly alone, Beto asked me plainly if it were all true, if a single word had been true. I had omitted certain details for his wife and son's benefit. Ventured to guess that Lucien was a mercenary, a sellsword, or perhaps even a sometime bandit. The time had come. I unfurled the tapestry of his heritage, his birthright, and watched as it took hold of him, and then watched as he took hold of me. At first, his hands were gentle on my wrist, and I kissed him deeply. Thought it was a gesture of relief, or awe, no kiss. Him needing someone living to touch to anchor him in the here and now as he accepted the truth. Oh, man. God, this is long. Sanctuary left in Riften. It's long since destroyed. I'm so tired to sleep. Sleep will clear my mind. It's very cold. I must have left my cloak at Amatius's home. Never mind. Just some rest. Now, mother. Tomorrow we'll speak to Amatius. I will make him see. I will make. So, wait. Oh! Oh. Hello? Arquen?
It is an honor to finally meet you, listener.
I know that voice actress. I've heard you before. Sister, have you pieced together the puzzle? Have you located LeChance's heir?
In due time, listener. I was in Skyrim for nearly 70 years. Over time, I came to realize that LeChance had visited nearly every inch of it. After years of fruitless searching, my hope dwindled. I maintained regular contact with Banis and Belisarius. 140 years ago, Belisarius passed. His nephew was already 35 when he was possessed. His search ended in failure. I looked to no avail. But, on the bright side, I was able to eliminate the southern part of Skyrim. 15 years later, I had received disturbing word regarding Banis Elor in Morrowind. It took me years to find him. He had betrayed the Brotherhood, hijacked his cousin's body, and became a member of the Morag Tong. The details are in my journal. What Banis said to me had disturbed me to my very being. He said that the Brotherhood was dead and forgotten. He had spoken with Belisarius, and between them they only knew of 3 active sanctuaries in all of Tamriel. I had known of 3 myself, but by that time Dawnstar had closed its doors. 5 sanctuaries in all of Tamriel? The Brotherhood was nothing. My family abandoned me. For 20 years I stopped looking. Then one day I was shopping in solitude, and I saw a man from across the marketplace. His eyes were Lucian's. I knew that I had found the descendant, so I met with him and explained the situation. He became enraged and stabbed me. My reflexes were dull. I hadn't handled a blade in almost 100 years. You will find the man's house near, just outside of Solitude. The family name is Amatius. Go with Sithis, listener. Long live the Brotherhood.
So essentially, if you want the really, really short version of the book, that is the short version of the book. Because I was probably going to try and read through it to get a short version of it, but that's going to be the shortest version you can get. Oh my god. I'm curious. I need to see how long that book is. I just want to count the pages. This is going to take a little while, so give me a second. 61 pages! 61 pages! Oh my god! And no, I know it's not the same as, you know, actually reading 61 pages of a real book, because very clearly, unless you're reading a picture book, odds are you don't have that few words per page. But still, oh my god, that is probably the longest book I have ever seen in a Skyrim mod. And I have seen some real honkers. I've seen some really, really big ones, but that is the meatiest, that is the beefiest, that is a lot. I feel a little bad because the problem is the mod author went through all this time and effort to write this incredibly rich story to flesh out that long, long search, that long, long journey. And so few people probably took the time to read that. I didn't even read all of it because I wasn't going to sit here and have, you know, 2 full parts of this playthrough, of this series, just be me sitting there going through 61 pages of an in-game book. Oh my god. Very well written. what I read was very enjoyable, so I will say that much. So that's one thing I do want to commend. But that's ridiculous. I think I've had some reading assignments back in college that were shorter than that.